Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, Vinny here with another great business to discuss on this episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. Today's guest is Rob, and he's selling his Amazon Associates business on the Empire Flippers marketplace. So welcome to the show, Rob, and how are you doing today?
I'm really good, Vincent. Thanks for asking. I'm happy to be here.
Fantastic. I'm really looking forward to talking more about your business. Just before we dive in, let me go over a brief summary of it. So it's an Amazon Associates business in the outdoors niche, created in August 2018. The average monthly revenue for the business is $1,824, and it makes an average of $1,719 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are the domain and all of the site's contents and files and social media accounts. Please note, the valuation for this business is based on Amazon Associates' new commission structure rolled out on April the 21st of 2020. For everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 48108 to learn more about the business, or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So now that I've given a general overview of the business, Rob, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building or running online businesses?
Yeah, no problem. So about 4 years ago, a friend of mine told me about SEO. I just loved it. I was really interested, so I got pretty into it. I built a lot of websites, had some minor success. I've had a few failed websites as well, but I think this is the most successful website I've had that I've started myself. So yeah, that was 4 years ago, and now we're here.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, it sounds like a lot of those trials and tribulations has really come clutch in helping you to build and run this site as well. I wanted to ask you, why was it specifically the outdoors niche that you settled on for this one?
There's no real reason. I don't have a passion for this niche. I was just researching uncompetitive topics that I could target using SEO. So I just stumbled upon it and just went for it, really. That was it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So the business is obviously profitable and it makes over $1,700 in monthly net profit. So buyers would like to know, why are you selling the business at this time instead of keeping it or growing it?
That's a good question. So time is a problem for me. I still work full time. So yeah, I don't have that much time, and I have other projects that are coming along, and I really just want to get the capital reinvested into my other projects and do it all again, really. That's it. It's just redeploy.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense. A lot of people like to use the capital to go on and pursue other business projects. So that's really great. So looking back on your experience, what did you learn from building this site that actually worked for you?
I think what I learned was finding uncompetitive topics to target, because I think that's an important thing to do. I think over the course of the 2 years, my CRO game, my UX game probably got a lot better on the high traffic pages. I was constantly tweaking them and trying to make them as good as possible for the user, really. So I think they're probably the two biggest lessons I've learned from this website.
Yeah, that sounds like really good feedback for our listeners to take away from, especially for content sites. I think user experience plays a huge part, especially, like you say, the design of the site and like loading times, stuff like that. On the flip side, what have you tried that didn't work?
I think it's important to target topics that are in your budget. So what I mean by that is it's really hard to rank for some keywords and some topics because they're just so competitive, and there's a lot of huge industry websites that rank for them. So I think keeping in line with your budget is an important thing to do. So yeah, that's something I've learned.
Yeah, solid advice. What advice would you give to our listeners that you wish you knew when you first started?
Good question. I think benefit from all the free information out there. I think people are too quick to jump into paid courses, and usually they're not that good. They're not that much better than the free information out there. So I've got a lot of value from a lot of blogs, I really like the Ahrefs blog and their YouTube channel. I think they make great content. So yeah, just benefit from the free information, really.
Yeah, I fully second that piece of advice there. Ahrefs produces some really, really good content, and definitely Empire Flippers also benefit a lot from their content as well. I just want to transition now in terms of marketing for the business. Where does the majority of your traffic come from? Does it come from organic search or paid advertising?
Oh, it's almost all organic Google. I think there's search engines in there as well. But yeah, I would say it's 99% organic Google.
That's great. What do you currently do in terms of marketing? Can you just describe some of your tasks in that section?
Right now, not a whole lot going on, but I guess over the last few months, most of it is just the standard links and content. So researching topics, getting the right searcher intent correct, getting content ready for it, publishing content, and then acquiring links for this content.
Yeah, sure. Makes sense. Can you describe the amount and type of work that you do on this business for maintenance?
Maintenance, not a lot. It's pretty much on autopilot. I can't think of anything else. Not much. I think just tracking, keeping an eye on traffic, making sure nothing is going wrong majorly. Yeah, that's it. Looking for opportunities. That's it, really. Not much maintenance.
Sure. If we just follow up with that line of questioning then, what skills or requirements are there for someone who's not quite familiar with the niche or Amazon Associates as a business model?
I think definitely having WordPress skills is important. So being able to use WordPress. This website's built on Thrive themes. So I think being comfortable with Thrive themes or any drag and drop builder will really help because they're all very similar. So if you have that skill, that would really help. Being able to do keyword research would help. Access to Ahrefs, being able to use that would really help. But then again, all that can be outsourced as well, depending on how the buyer wants to approach it. But I would say they're the core skills you would need.
Yeah, sure thing. So it sounds like the business is quite hands-off at this point, but for the potential buyer, you'd recommend getting familiar with WordPress or Thrive, and also getting used to keyword research.
Yeah, to look for more opportunities, definitely. Depending on what they want to do. If they want to expand, yeah.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense. I just want to talk about opportunities now for the business. If you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it?
I think what's great about this website is it sort of qualifies for a lot of different niches. So, for example, some of the pages rank very well that are related to camping. And this tells me that Google has kind of qualified this website for the camping niche. So you can go out and publish. The camping niche is obviously huge. There's just so much content you can publish. And I think Google likes this website for camping. So camping is one way you can go. It also ranks for gardening products, sustainability, and actually some indoor products as well. So if I was to keep this, I think I would pick probably one of those niches and just go all in on it.
Yeah, that absolutely makes sense. So what do you think are some of the biggest risks for this site that a buyer should be aware of?
I think the biggest risks are Google, because Google are always changing. They're just unpredictable. Although I think the backlink profile is pretty safe, but you just never know at Google. And the other risk is Amazon Associates. They're also unpredictable. You don't know how long they're going to keep the current structure. I suspect at least a few more years. But yeah, I guess they're the two biggest risks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you say, sometimes Google and Amazon can change their terms and conditions sort of overnight, really, and catch a lot of people by surprise. So yeah, definitely a good shout on raising that up. Just a few wrap-up questions here. How much support are you offering buyers? Is it the standard 30 days of email and 2 Skype calls?
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. We can email for longer if they want. I'm happy to help as much as I can.
That's really good to hear. Would you commit to a non-compete?
Yes, no problem.
Great. And are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
Yeah, sure. I'm open to negotiating.
Fantastic. Putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
I think what's unique about this business, what I mentioned earlier, is it's qualified for many different niches. So it can expand in so many different directions. But it really depends what the buyer wants. If the buyer wants to sit on an asset that earns passively, the buyer can do that. And if the buyer really wants to grow, I think sky is the limit with this business because Google really likes it for multiple niches, which I think is unique. especially in this day and age. So I think that is a huge benefit with this business, the fact it qualifies for many niches. I think another opportunity for this website is it currently only with Amazon Associates. So I haven't even put a different affiliate network on. So I think that's an opportunity to research other affiliate networks and potentially improve the earnings overnight. And then some of these topics like camping, you can build email lists around that, or even communities, and build a community that's associated with your brand and build that and work on it. And diversify the traffic that way. So I think there's lots of opportunities. No matter what direction the buyer wants to go, it's pretty open.
Yeah, that sounds like this is a really exciting asset with the, like you say, the potential to explore different niches and create a lot more content there, as well as being able to diversify revenue through different income streams, definitely. So there's just a few quick-fire questions that we like to ask sellers towards the end of the podcast. Is there anyone who inspired you while you were building this business that you think our listeners might like? I mean, this might be communities or YouTubers or just any sort of sources or places of inspiration that are great resources for Amazon Associates.
There's no one place I would recommend. I think joining a lot of Facebook groups helps. I actually recommend not getting bogged down into one sort of SEO guru. I think you should probably read as much as you can and test as much as you can yourself, because that's the best way to learn. It's just to do it yourself. So I think join a wide variety of Facebook groups and YouTube channels. I've already mentioned the Ahrefs YouTube channel is a great place. I think that's it. Yeah.
Great. Was there any software or tools that really helped you at the start of running the business?
Ahrefs is a brilliant one. Nothing else comes to mind. The Google products that are free, Google Analytics, Google Search Console, what other ones? The website's built on Thrive Themes, and the more recent Thrive Theme Builder is on it as well. I'm a big fan of them. Nothing else springs to mind. That's it.
Sure. And why do you think this business model is great for people who are interested in getting started with online businesses?
It's not super complex. I mean, your goal is really to get as much traffic to your website as possible. Then just send it to your affiliate partner. They have to deal with the fulfillment, the shipping, the customer support, everything like that. So your goal is pretty simple. It's to get traffic. And if you can learn how to do that successfully, then you can look at other areas. So it's a great place to start affiliate, because you basically learn how to get traffic, which is the most important skill, I think, probably, when making money online.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is there anything else that you'd like to share that you think I might have missed?
No, I think that's it, to be honest. I think we covered it pretty comprehensively.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Rob, for your time today, and all the best with selling your business.
Thanks, Vincent. It was a pleasure.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 48108. If you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.